knees, toes, shoulders, head, cup.
In a place where I'm comfortable with saying, I have already built myself, and now I'm equal and I'm level to help what we create together continue to grow. So that takes an entirely different mindset, but I know I was created for that. So
I try to just, hone in on what's the main thing that we need to accomplish today. Because everything is just bite by bite, you know what I'm saying? No matter how big the project is, it's all bite by bite. No matter if it's a mega bite or you actually literally take a bite.
I feel like me and my husband are a great balance. I feel like my husband was put in my life to give me the type of order that I needed for my life. Because previous people I was with before him, I told him what I was doing, how I was going, how I was gonna be ran, and he no, you ain't pulling that this way. So
yeah.
We are at Tailor Made Herbal Products located at 635 Broadway Avenue. We are known for having the best sea moss and herbal products, not just in the city, but in the world. And we have over 30 Dr. Sebi approved holistic products. I tried this stuff. It was so good. I'm telling you, it's not what you think. When you're thinking, sea moss, maybe it's not tasting good. This is amazing. Yeah, our sea moss is known for being very smooth, non-gritty with a pleasant taste. And not just me thinking you've got good stuff, but you've got other people, a lot of testimonials, people who come in here. Who are we getting here from right now? We're on here from DJ Ryan with 107.9.
I have to be a living testimony. I just need you to see, this product helped change my life. It's made me go on a new lifestyle of I eat different. I care more about what I put in my body. And I give a big credit to Tailor Made products.
So you heard him. A lot of people coming in here because they love this stuff. You can find all the information online at TailorMadeCMoss.com.
What's up, Micah, Dixon, and it's time for a group chat live. We're gonna have a great time, good food, good drinks, and also too a great discussion about your mother's trauma. So come on, see what's gonna happen.
Speak for myself. You might look at me up here and be like, oh, she probably got it going on. There's so many things that ain't right, you know what I'm saying? But I learned through her to just be strong, to wear my trauma as an honor, as a badge, to just keep going and fight and push and, just get through it. So
each time that you appear, a kiss so passionate that has me mesmerized. I fall more in love each time that you are near. Whoa.
I had to get all my wisdom out the mud, as they say, because my mother was, she has a difficult personality.
You set my heart aglow, and I want you to know they remind me.
Now, who do I want to be? Because that was her, that was him. That was the way they chose to deal with life, but I'm not that person. So who am I?
took his heart with. I pulled out that gun. Rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum. Man down, rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum, rum pa pa bum. Man down, mama, mama, I just shut a man down in Central Station. On a big old We're getting started in 6 minutes. Welcome to Micahs Groupchat. I'm Micah Dixon. That's the people experience. Red flag, green flag, everything in between. Work, 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 work. Come on, Fleming D. She getting her a man tonight, y'all. She getting her husband tonight, y'all. She getting picked tonight, y'all. Who like changing here? You like changing where you live at, changing your friendship, changing where you work, changing your environment. You like changing, your teams.
A lot of times that pain be stopping people from change.
Yeah? And it's also the uncertainty of what's going to happen when I make this change.
That's a fact.
Whenever I run
I say my whole life has changed, and the seasons are shifting, and I will be shifting right with it. But I never saw this as a goal, and it's the best goal that God had for me.
Now you're just like me, just like.
Group Chat Live is a safe space for real people, real conversations, real solutions, talk about the real things. Group Chat comes from the radio. I'm Micah Dixon from Z1079. And on the radio...
Hey, I need you to be about we. If you put a limit on your love, then count me. Girl, I know my selfish ways be OD, but I just express in ways you don't see. Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. If this ain't the
started in just a couple minutes. We got full back here. Bring ones in the house. We got a real live, beautiful panel. The fellas is gonna hold it down tonight. Welcome to Groupchat Live, man. We do this once a month. Shout out to Micah Dixon. We right here no more. Get it up. So beautiful right here, no voice.
We're getting started in 4 minutes. I don't know,
Where I'm comfortable with saying I have already built myself and now I'm equal and I'm level to help what we create together continue to grow. So that takes an entirely different mindset, but I know I was created for that. So
I try to just, hone in on what's the main thing that we need to accomplish today. you know, because everything is.
One time my DJ, y'all clap it up for the King Lou experience. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Listen, one thing is for sure, we are not shy at Micah's Groupchat. Once again, welcome. You all look so good tonight. Clap it up for yourselves. I know y'all have been sipping too much of the Dixon, but you know, you have to know your own level of consumption. That's not my fault. Once again, clap it up for yourselves. Our videographer of the night, always here, Truth Serum LLC. My live stream, you are live on YouTube. Say, hey, YouTube. You gotta turn around and look at the cameras. And also, if you are looking to get a massage, we do have with us for the very first time, hey, Noir Aesthetics in the building. So they've been giving out all night free back massages. Now I use Noir always for my self-care and personal wellness. They are a whole spa that incorporates a lot of different things that you may want your God needs. So when you have a chance, go see Noir Aesthetics, okay? Cool? Who called me?
Hey, Mike.
What?
Get me down over here.
Get where?
Get me down over here.
Oh, you read that? Yes, crack his back right. So listen, if you're not hip to Micah's Groupchat, Micah's Groupchat for those who are tuning in online as well, it is a safe space for real people, real conversation, and real solutions. We get into the roots of the issues and we share our perspectives, our stories, our light, and our truth. If you're hungry, there is food in the back. Also, if you do want to have a little whistle, what they say, wet your whistle? Get your whistle wet? In the back for you in the toy towers are also the Dixon and the Groupchat drinks. Go try them for yourself. I think the Dixon is winning right now, right, Wolfie?
Yeah.
The Dixon got y'all on the floor. But listen.
It's on the second one down.
There's 2 drinks on me, and after that, I'm not responsible. You are an adult, make adult decisions, and I'll leave it at that, okay? Y'all ready for the show? Y'all ain't coming to get no knowledge, y'all ain't coming to learn nothing. Y'all came here to just sit here and just eat and drink, and that's cool. Play with me, what's poppin'? How you feel?
You already know what it is. This your play with me. I came before work. I'm turning to call your husband. I need to know my red flag. So yeah, the only right place to come is the Micahs Groupchat.
Yes.
You feel me?
I feel you.
Yes.
So let's get started and bring my panel up to the front without further ado, man. Listen, this guy is my big brother. He is a follower of Christ. He's also on the radio 3 to 7, Z1079. Who is that DJ like that? He is the Cleveland Browns DJ, and he is so much more. He also is a husband. Give it up for Wolfie! Yeah, you feel me? So you feel me? Alright, listen, next up, we're gonna go to one of my faves. I follow him online all the time, and if you ever catch his content, he's always saying something about tell, lie, vision, you know? And also he's a motivational speaker, a mindset coach, a barber instructor, and if you want to book him, get in touch with him today. Hey, I'm glad to have him on the actual panel because he's full of knowledge and wisdom that he will share with us tonight. Please give it up for Mark Ivy! Okay, I think somebody's getting a massage. Calvin. Who's supposed to be on the panel? I know, don't come up yet, I didn't call you. How many group chats did you have?
We have about 3 more minutes left on that massage.
Go ahead and finish them up real
Go
quick.
ahead and finish that massage, my boy.
One time for Noir Aesthetics in the building. Coming your way next, listen, we have
this guy who I've met through my friend Diera. He is a restaurant owner. He also holds down TIC painting and remodeling. So if you need some tile and floor install, bathroom remodel, the list goes on. He can do it all. He's also a great husband to my beautiful friend. Give it up for Eric! Welcome. Y'all got the men talking today. I get to be quiet and listen. Like, who wanna listen? Who wanna be like, you know? I don't like to be quiet sometimes. You know, sometimes. It's fun. We're not doing it, y'all. But listen, we're gonna have a good conversation. We are discussing the red flags, the green flags, and everything in between. How some of my panel did find their woman and chose her to marry and to build and to view life with. And I believe Mr. Mike is perhaps a bachelor looking one day to find his queen. Yay! Don't you just love love? Don't you just love love?
Of course.
Okay, y'all like men, right? Alright, listen, without further ado, finally his massage is done. We have hosted group chat here last month at No Fort. He's also a husband, a great guy to get to know. He is funny, hilarious, and all about his business. Give it up for Pete, aka Calvin! It's the other way around, I know, but I know him as Pete, so I'm gonna do it how I know. What happened? Oh, give them a drink then. I don't think they drink though.
I got a group chat.
All right, so listen. We're gonna have to share mics tonight because my receiver just wasn't working properly. It's okay. So I'm gonna pass the mics down. If you guys wanna answer each question, you can. If you wanna powwow amongst yourselves, just share the mics and we'll discuss. But we are here to, ladies, figure out what we need to work on to get us a husband. We don't want no man no more. Have a man that was in. We want a husband. So, with that being said, whoever wants to tackle this first question, I do want to dive into and ask you, as a male, as a man, and if you are a husband, you know, who are you at the core? Who are you?
Who are you at the what?
At the core, the center of yourself, who are you? How do you identify yourself?
Oh, a child of Yahuwah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll be that. Child of God for sure. A lover. A lover. A father. A husband. I think that's it. When it comes to the core. Core. Yeah. Ain't nothing more important than those three things. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Core, principle based. I just leave it at that. Everything, I base everything off principle. If you live off principle, you'll fall right into favor.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. A man and God and principles. Principles is very, very important.
We can share this one. You keep that. Do it.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So tell me, what past experiences or pain have shaped you into the man you are today?
Being at the mic, probably in the past 5 years, well, first off, my marriage, that was before everything got serious happened, but me finding my wife was a big part of changing who I am, just in alignment with God. That was actually finding her was all him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I can't give you no type of advice on this one. That's why I was gonna probably speak last about that. He gave me a lottery win. The odds of how we met is impossible. and it's only the hand of God the way that we met and the way that we connect. I can't do that one, so I can't take no credit for that. But her was a big part of why I'm who I am and changing. But losing my mother, like 5 years ago, or 2019, and then I lost my father this year. So more of a dependence on all I got is Yah. I don't have anyone else to go to family-wise. I am the patriarch of my whole lineage, so it kind of takes me back to, how Abraham was with, I kind of feel that because I don't have anyone else to go to. So that really makes you walk a little different when you don't have anyone to turn to, and then you start to appreciate the people that God put in your life. You start to look at it more because then you see why and how they help fill the voids that you didn't get, but you see how it fall perfectly. So
Okay.
Those two things.
I like that. Before we dive into the marriage, we want to build to that. So that's
Cool.
coming. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I do want to know, before you found your wife, perhaps,
You back on me? Or is this going to be somebody else now, right?
Anybody.
Okay.
So, before you found and knew that she was your wife, or if you are looking to even date, what are some behaviors that you recognize that can be to you a red flag? Like if mentioning their exes, a woman mentioning her exes too much, a red flag. Is her never saying she's sorry or apologizing a red flag? Dive into that for me.
Can you say that? Apologize, please, one more time.
Yeah, so what are some behaviors you know?
I thought that, I was saying that, you said something about apologize.
If she never said she's sorry.
Red flag. I stay with mentioning the exes too much. It might not be mentioning the exes too much, but sometimes it's a lot of comparing, whether it's directly or indirectly. And that means run for the hills because her mind is still with whoever she's comparing it to.
For me, a big red flag is selfish.
Hold it close.
Selfishness. If anybody know me in here, they know I get shirt on my back. A selfish individual has no place in my life. So when it comes to a big red flag for me, it's being selfish. I don't care if it's monetary means, if it's emotionally. If you're selfish, you're selfish. You know what I mean? And I can't do it. That's just a big red flag for me.
Okay, so mentioning exes too often to compare. Not too often, you don't want to mention at all. So don't mention exes at all. All right? Not apologizing. You want it, Whoopi? We're going through right now behaviors that symbolize what a red flag is.
So one thing for me that I paid attention, I just wanted to make sure, I'm going to just get used to me always talking about the Most High. So you just don't understand this. Every time I come out, I can't help but talk about him. But I at least needed to have somebody that was open and knew who he was and wanted to get closer, because then I know that whatever situation we go through, I can be brought through with it, because he can deliver you from anything. So whatever we go through, if I know she's open, I can just pray and give it to him, and then it's gonna hit and we good, and I can work with that. So that's a red flag. If someone was like, I ain't really what that's a red flag. I couldn't do it at all.
Okay. So what about a woman, we love our friends. We love our besties, we love our sisters. What about if she, at times, maybe gossip to you? I gotta tell the truth about her friends. Is that a red flag?
Oh. Yes.
Yes. We want to hear
that's definitely a red flag. Again, that's something that you shouldn't do. Says in the Bible as well. You shouldn't do that. But because that just causes too much trouble. That causes a lot. But it is a red flag, but that's something that a lot of us do. That's a real stronghold that
you hear me?
People still do. You gotta be honest. Like, we all gonna hear something that sounds good. We want to tell.
So you can't compromise.
Somebody got to hear this.
You can't compromise.
So we gotta be real about that. It is a red flag, but it's like, Is it, for me, and that can maybe be an acceptable red flag because I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it, so I can't be mad at you. Oh, it's all, you know we want to hear the gossip. What are you talking about? What they do with that? I gotta tell my wife, I gotta tell somebody.
Somebody get this
Now,
thing.
y'all know that. Yeah. But it is a red flag. It is a red flag, but it's like, it comes to a place where then you don't do it no more. But this is definitely a red flag, guys.
Okay, so those are some bad traits. Yes, Eric. Tell me, Eric. What?
I mean, I don't know. I don't look at it like a...
Is your wife right there looking at you right now?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. My wife all the time. But even before that, she's talkative. But even before that, like that just goes like every relationship do that. Like, you have to do that. Like you have to have that outlet.
Perfect example is your listen.
Man, D has came in my life. She is one of the greatest friends I have. I know when God put her in my life for what she did. But D don't talk. But that don't stop nothing about who she is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so now we're looking at a red flag, but it's like, it's still, it's grace. Give her some of that stuff is grace. So it's like, but it's still, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, but it's like some people, that's something that we all deal with.
Okay.
You don't deal with it?
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want it?
I don't want to hear it.
Motivational speaker. You
I
got
don't want to
something
hear it. Talk to your girlfriends about it. That might be a red flag on the flip side.
You are here.
What's that road a little closer than you be like, come on, now you know the way.
On the flip side.
I don't want to hear it. Talk to your girlfriends. We gotta draw a line now. We gotta have some things that we talk about, and there's certain things you need to be on the phone with your girlfriends talking about.
I did that. But in a marriage, in a relationship, the highest relationship, if that's your best friend, I mean, she gonna tell you what she gonna talk about. Whether you want to hear it or not. You know what I'm saying? And as a husband, you have to take it in regardless. Because you have to.
No.
You have to.
Wait. Now listen now.
Hold on. Audience, we want the man to talk.
So when you tell me stuff like you gotta give me something behind it, real clear. Like, listen, bro, this is why you gotta listen. Because I want to hear it.
So listen, you have to listen because there's 3 C's in this shit, okay? Oh, excuse my language.
You can have it. We want the audience to be
the 3 C's
attached.
that I live by, okay? Let me tell you what the 3 C's are.
What's the 3 C's, man?
Care, okay? Care is one of the biggest things in a relationship and a marriage. Okay, so when you care, you have to care for this woman or this man the most that you care for anything. Not your kids, not your grandma. This person, you have to give the infinite care to, okay? So when you go to care, okay, your second thing would be consistency. It's the key. You have to be super consistent with this person. You get what I'm saying? Everything, whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, you have to be consistently good or consistently bad.
I will answer that real fast because, hold on with me. Because us women, we do want to have that safe space and covering from our husbands as well. And so, I mean, it's not even really a gossip, but the word gossip, but maybe gossip doesn't mean she's saying, why she have to wear those shoes? It could be perhaps, you know, if I did her hair, okay, maybe it's a little gossipy. But I tell my man everything.
Alright, so
You
here we
don't
go.
want to know your woman.
Here we go, but this is the thing. There's levels. So where you're at, you're not married. So I understand where you're coming from because you're not married. But when you make that covenant under God, me and her is one. We ain't separate. We one. Which means that she can tell me everything because we one. We not separate. So now, and it stays between us. It ain't getting out. I ain't about to go and back and get my license and shoes with a little. I just know. But We're one. So now it's like if she don't got no one to vent to, if she can't just speak her mind, you said to go talk to the girl. Now what she want to say, now the girl know your business, then she tells somebody else, then she tells somebody else, then somehow I get back to you and you look at your wife and say, I thought that you was a...
I get it. I get it. No, I understand what you're saying. I just got a question.
Yes.
Is there a line that we draw where we say, this is just me, certain things I don't want to talk to you about? Is it okay for me to have certain things that I don't want to talk to you about? Even though we won.
So it's two different things. But once you get to that oneness, absolutely not. Right. Because there is nothing that I'm not going to talk about with my wife. She's going to talk about it.
I'm going to say that. I think
You can't, but this is the thing, I hear you. I can't settle when I'm married. I'm with you. Listen, now on your thing, you meet a chick, a woman, you like her. You start telling her stuff. You're talking to her, or the gossip, she's telling you. Then it don't work out. Now we got a problem, because now all the stuff that y'all are communicating with, because the purpose is, really, we want to find the one that we with. Well, I want to find my wife, I want to, you know what I'm saying, she want to find a husband. So you're absolutely right. If it don't go nowhere, then it's like, man, I done told you poured my heart out. Now you know stuff. But I get what you're talking gossip.
Yeah, because...
But it's still communication of, because what if you can redirect that person when the gossip comes?
Redirect.
What if you're like, all right, I hear what you're saying, but
change her language.
You can do this, and that's why like that. It was a teachable moment.
You as the man, you have that power. You as the man, you as the head, you have the lead.
Maybe I'm leaning too much on this word gossip.
Yes.
That's killing me because I don't like girl talk.
Venting? How about venting?
This is where I'm going with that. So I don't want to be involved with girl talk. I got 5 sisters and all nieces. When I'm around my sisters, too many of their friends come around and the girl talk come out, I'm leaving. I'm going to another room. I don't want to talk to you about girl talk. Talk about girl talk with the girls. Everything else, I'm not trying to muzzle you. I'll listen to you vent about your day at work, everything else. But when it gets too gossipy, when it gets to what's going on? Yeah, what happened? Y'all went on the group trip, what did it happen?
When you need somebody to talk to.
Talk or gossip?
Both.
All right, hold on, y'all. We're going to do a Q&A when we done.
I'm not saying I don't want to talk.
Wait, y'all. Let the men have their power, y'all. We're gonna intervene later. Keep going, Mike. Keep going.
Right, because that's a great question. That's a great question. But what I'm saying is, she said, "Home." I'm following the hose.
Wait.
I can't jump.
You good? So what I want to happen?
Yeah, I can't jump out there now.
Is I want the audience just to listen. We do Q&A after we're done. And let the men have their manliness going on right now, which is super adorable. And Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not at all saying I don't want to talk. I'm a talker. And I enjoy conversations that are not just surface level conversations. So I'm not saying I don't want to hear you, don't talk to me. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying those certain conversations, it can be a little girl talky, or for lack of a better term. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Call your sister, call Melinda, call Keisha, and when y'all get to talking too much, I'm going in the other room.
But what happens when Melinda and Keisha are busy?
You better wait.
Wait, we got an online comment.
I better wait.
Yeah, because when you marry, you gonna hear it.
Hey, word.
When you get there. If you get there, God bless you to get there. You gonna hear it.
Okay, listen, we got an online comment. One of the comments say, "I want my lady to want to talk to me," which is beautiful right there. Let's get into this next question so we keep going, y'all. What are some behaviors that you noticed in someone that made you realize, or perhaps in yourself, that you were not ready for a relationship? So just before you got married, before you said I do, before you even got engaged, what behavior did you realize in her or yourself that you knew you was not ready for a relationship? That could be emotional capacity, mental capacity was too low, you didn't have a grounded foundation, you didn't have a prime example in front of you. We're going to talk about it all as quick as I can.
But that's situational though.
Oh, that's fine, but
because if it's her,
what is your experience?
Well, no, if it's her,
okay,
you'll never have that situation. If it's her, you don't have that situation. You know what I mean? It's like if you don't never come across that if it's her. You only feel like that if it ain't her.
So you never had any moments with a woman that was very conflicting where you knew like this just can't mesh together?
No, because if it's that one, you gonna make it mesh.
So you always had that one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because if it's not her, then you'll say, okay, well, yeah, I mean, this ain't gonna work. But if it's her, you know it's her for real,
You don't figure it out.
she.
So you always know?
You won't figure it out.
What day did you know? Was it the date 2? Was it date 1? Did you know?
Well, see, let's get into it then. So listen. So listen, with my wife, you know, it was bad. She couldn't hear me. We dated in high school a little bit, and I dug back, you know, so, how you been? You know what I'm saying? And I told God, I said, you know, if you bring Alex back in my life, I'm gonna just leave the rest of this shit alone, and I'm gonna marry you. And God damn it, he did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you ask for that type of blessing and you hit it on the head, you can't go against it. You know what I mean? So that's how that happened for me. I can't speak for nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
so when you know, you know.
All right, so for me, again, y'all know who it came from, so we already put that out there. But I was in a relationship before I met my wife, a while before I met her, where I actually was gonna get engaged.
Yeah.
Now, my mom was a person who was God-fearing. She wanted to make sure that I was with somebody that loved the Lord and all of that. So this particular woman fit the bill for everything. So my mom loved her. She wanted me to she was trying to force me to get married to the point that I didn't want to make my mom mad, and I did it, and I gave her an engagement ring. Right? So that was happening. Well, I gave her like whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't ready, I didn't want to get married. I never had the feeling of like saying I'm looking for a wife at this moment. I'm out. I'm not out here because I'm with her, but I'm not trying to get married, right? And I'm actually still kind of wild, I ain't gonna lie. So now, difference, I'm doing comparisons. When my wife came, I still was on the same time when I first met her. Like, I wasn't trying to get married. I'm like, I'm out here. It never was a time that I was not trying to be out here. When I met her, it was something special about her that made me still like her. I still was with her. I still was great, but I still was not ready to be like, I'm about to, what is special about her? I just liked her, but I didn't know. But man, we had a situation where we stopped talking, and it was like something left me that I ain't never felt in my life. When I say the emptiness on me was so crazy, the only thing that feels scarier is if the Holy Spirit leaves me. If I feel an absence from God. Other than that, that's the closest thing I can feel is when we wasn't on the right terms. And I was like, no, it's different. I ain't never felt this. I don't want to do nothing. Hold on. Somebody else can get up and do, I don't want to see you. So now everybody getting deleted. You gotta go, I don't care how you feel, I don't care. Like, when that happened, I'm like, oh, that was the one. So now so for me, I never was ready to it was the feeling of emptiness that I never felt in my life. So, and I had breakups and everything before. It was something about that woman right there, that spirit was gone.
Hey, Eric.
My situation is kind of similar to like yours. Like, I was in the streets and getting married, like I never ever thought about getting married. Like in my mind, I was just gonna run the streets and mess with this one, But when I met my wife, it was just something about her, like you said. When I left her, it's like I just always wanted to be around her. It was just, I don't know, I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was just something about her. And then knowing that the times that we spent together when we was away, this was my first time ever praying to God, asking him. And I asked him, like, if this is the person that you want me to marry, like, I need you to tell me, send me a sign or something. And I swear to God, about 3 months later, that's when I heard that voice.
I love it. Ooh, I see that. All right, so you three, Mike, you want to answer?
No, I was about to talk to God right now.
You did, Mike. We gonna talk to him with you.
I was about to get on the mic. Y'all done gave me the formula. Why wait?
No, we for real. You gonna go off the throne tonight?
We will like Lord and it will come through. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tonight. So none of you who are happily married, and this thing we want to point out too is that we want to give honor and credit to healthy marriages. Because people can be married and be having, a roommate. They live with a roommate, they all sleep in the same bed in different rooms. And you all were not looking, were you looking for qualities? You weren't looking for qualities. So you didn't even have a list of what you wanted to have in your wife. Did either you have a list?
I had the things that I liked, but it was very fleshly. I liked hips.
Oh,
Hips.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flexibility.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. She was something, you know what I'm saying? She will give me some white toes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you God delivers, gave me everything I like.
Listen.
This is fleshly.
Listen.
I'm giving you just the flesh right now.
You gotta be flexible, okay? And I mean mentally, I don't mean physically. You gotta be flexible. You gotta be willing to be like, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I see this is what you like. I'm gonna do that.
So fleshly qualities, he came through, but then she had so much more that I knew, oh nah, I ain't know this is you, because how you do all this and you know him like that? You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was my answer.
Gotcha. Alright, so Mike, what do you like? What qualities do you want in your woman?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. Well,
you know what? I need to deal with somebody who is a mixture. Because I'm all over the place. 1 minute I might want to talk about flat earth theory. 1 minute I want to talk about, 1 minute I want to talk about who better, Drake or Kendrick Lamar. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place. So, good answer. I want to be able to be everywhere. Right? I don't want to be with somebody or deal with somebody that's boxed in because they have to be able to keep up with me. Right? So sometimes it's good here. We can talk about music all day. We can talk about movies all day. But then when we leave that, what's next? Yeah, what's next? So yeah, we got to be able to be all over the place. I got to be able to all the time. I got to be able to keep up because my mind is always going. So I think it starts right there with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Intellect and substance.
Yes.
There's plenty of that out here. A lot of them are in the room right now. What is it? They're right here.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm not lying. What? I work on the radio.
lot of substance on the surface.
Okay, I get your point. Now that is true. That's true. That's true.
A lot of substance
I think
on the
that's
surface.
part of the problem is
Give him the mic. We on YouTube. We live
we
stream.
don't take enough time to get past surface level. We honeymoon so hard when we hit that notch where we really into this person, we just want to put it in park and stay right there. We don't take time to actually peel back those layers and get past surface level. That's why sometimes it troubles me when I hear people say, within 2 weeks I knew. No.
Sometimes they do know.
How you know in 2 weeks? You don't even know if she lined her shoes up straight in the row in 2 weeks. You don't know.
I think honeymooning is so good though. I do appreciate those moments.
I do too, but you can't park there.
Yeah.
You can't feel like, sometimes we do.
Sometimes you gotta learn to grow and elevate with that person. And
what I mean is, we both enjoying that moment so much.
You stuck there.
We stay there. We put it in park. Like a lot of people. I love her. She loves me. Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all stuck in park right now?
A lot of them. Have many of y'all ever been stuck in park?
All the time. We breaking cycles tonight. Not when you leave here.
You may be neutral.
Neutral. Slowly riding it out.
Neutral, that's where it's at.
All right, so I love that. We did get into red flags, a little bit of everything in between. So for the husbands on the panel, what kind of work are you doing on yourself now for self-development as you are, the husband and the head of the household? What are you into now that keeps you, the man, grounded and well-rounded as the head of the house?
Well, it might sound a little cliche, but as the man in the house, the provider, I try to give my family everything in this world that I did not have. When I say that, it might seem like, oh, well, you just want to spoil your family. Yeah and no. I feel like they got to have it all.
Yeah.
When you got this one life, you know what I mean? If I can give it to them, goddamn, I'm going to do it. That's just how I feel about when it comes to my household. They got to have everything under the sun. You feel me? They got to have it.
For me, I had to look at, I say, okay, in this world I'm in, where you hear so many things, people saying this and that, this is this way, this is that way, I really can't pinpoint if it's facts or not. I had to look at myself and say, all right, how can I be the best person I can be? I say, okay, well, who created me? All right, I know who created me. He got a book. The book is right there, a big book that I can read. And I got that word because it's the word of God for the ones who hear my voice. If it don't, then cool. But if you know, it's really the word of God.
Yeah. So being the best person, the best version of you, nothing but make the best version for them.
Yes. So I'm reading, and so the grounding is me. I'm in the word. Because I want to know more about him, so I'm going to get in the word, because that's how am I going to know about you? And you got a word, and I say I know you, but I ain't going to read your word, I want to know about you. So I read the book, find out that the book is actually lit as, it's lit. The book lit. The book is so lit that y'all don't really know. The book is like Power. The book is like, what's the one movie, what's the one show
Avengers?
when they got no Avengers? What's the one show when Esther is the damn flavor of love? Like, the book of Esther is the flavor of love.
For real.
David is like Power. He done cheated. He done met Bathsheba, that was his boys, his best friend. He got her killed, and then went with her and had a baby with her. Like, the book is lit.
The baby died.
The book is so lit that I'm like, even if you don't just read the story, you watch Power every week, so read the story. So when I'm reading it, I'm applying it as well. So when I apply it, I see too many changes that's like so blatant that you would be a fool to not go back anyway, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. Kids having good grades now for some reason. I ain't did nothing different. My kids got straight A's. My other kid in college. I don't know how you're in college. How are you in college? Nigga, how's you in college? How? So when I see all of this, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep reading this. And I gotta get through the whole thing. So to make I'm grounded because the word of God keeps me grounded for me.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, I agree with that also. That's for me, in my personal experience, that book has shown me a whole lot, because I admit, like, I'm a trip. And a lot of men don't like to admit that they're a trip, and we need help, we need advice, we need everything. And where I come from, like, it really showed me, like, what I'm doing, like, bro, you have to do better. I have to be a rock for my family, my wife, my kids, all that. So no matter what I'm going through, I still got to be strong enough to take on what my son going through, what my daughter going through, what my wife going through. And for me, that's the only thing that's helping me is that book.
Yes, sir. So
Get the mic.
So we can honestly sit here and say, in these few short minutes, that there's one common denominator.
God.
Yeah, why?
There's one common denominator.
God.
It's someone that we call GEO, Big D, boss, and that makes the way we feel about our family and our wives and everything we got going on.
But also to add
To that, the structure that helped me out was to understand, all right, I'm gonna make it where it makes so much sense, so I see how he works with the triangle of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But look, if it's me and my wife, right, she over here, she's in China, I'm in LA.
Yeah.
I gotta get to her. The problem is, me trying to get to her, it's too much distraction to try to get to her. But if we have a focal point, and she goes to him, and I go to him,
yes,
then we get together.
Gotcha.
So it's simple when you look at it. It's like, I can't focus on you, I gotta focus on him. And if you focus on him, we gonna get together. And it's simple. It's like, oh, but what we do is I get off of him, I look at you and be like, well, but you did this, and I ain't gonna do this and that. Now we push each other away when it's like, no, get off of you. It ain't you, it's him. You get off of me, go to him, and we gonna get together. It's actually simple mathematics. It's scientific, it's simple mathematics, it's common sense, it's God. He's everything. It's showing you. It's like right there when I understood that, I said, I'm just gonna stick on you because this is working.
And guess what? We work. It don't matter which one of y'all got there first. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for it.
It don't matter who got there first.
Coming that way. I'm waiting for it.
You better talk about it.
All right, so moving forward, Mike, you want to tackle it?
Oh, no. I specialize in that area.
I'm about to right now, so we're gonna come back to our green flags, but we're gonna go to the men right now. What are some qualities a woman should look for to know whether or not, you know, that man is a husband or has husband potential? I know.
What? You know what I'm gonna say.
I know.
I tell you all the time.
Okay.
I'm going with, if your man can't pray for you, we got a problem.
Okay.
Out the gate. If something's going through you, and you go to your man and say, I'm going through something, I need you to help pray this off me, and he like, you in trouble. Yeah.
You gotta get the mic. Get the mic, Calvin.
My thing is, she shouldn't have to come to you and tell you she's going through nothing. No, I'm just saying, that energy in your household, you gonna know.
No, we talking about looking. No, he said
looking. Yes. Yeah, looking.
Out the marriage now.
Looking. She's trying to see if he good. Is like, okay, you know how women date potential? And potential don't ever get you anything but your life recycled over in the same cycle. So we're tired of dating potential.
Take your time.
So give me 3 qualities. Give me 3 qualities that man should possess for me to know, okay, I can date him with, because he'll be intentional and it's going somewhere. 3 qualities he should possess.
I was going to say one. Selflessness.
Okay. Selflessness.
Selflessness.
I love that. Come on, Eric, you got that in there? You can't sit there all poised. We ain't modeling right now.
He has to love the Lord.
That's it.
Okay. One more.
That's it.
But see that.
That's it,
Give me
man.
3
I don't need 3 when you got him. Like, what are we talking about? Because the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Right, God is all 3 of
Listen.
God.
Some people can be selfish and they can break out of that.
Okay, but some people can say they love God when they don't for real, and then we get the other one. There's imposters too.
So then they don't love them. That's what I said. I said you just asked a question. You talking about a person that
I got a better question. Give me 3 fruits that his work should show, so I know by his fruit, this is how this man lives his life. Give me 3 fruits he should possess.
3 fruits that he should possess.
Patience.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Patience. I like what he said there. Patience. Love, understanding, grace, kindness, all the fruits of the damn Holy Spirit.
That man gotta have all them fruits.
But patience.
There you go.
Patience.
Love, kindness.
When I get a tablet, yeah.
Long suffering.
Long suffering.
You can endure.
Yes.
I can go through. I see what you're going through. I ain't gonna quit on you in week 2.
Which means he's emotionally available.
Yeah. So
Romans 12.
That still come under the one I just said, but okay.
Okay. We just wanted to hear, break it down.
You can answer this for Mike.
Can I?
Yes.
She looking for you.
She waiting.
She looking for you.
She waiting.
She got binoculars.
What she wanna know? What fruit do I bear?
What fruit do you bear?
I'm patient. Okay. I'm patient as a monk. Low tolerance for gossip, but I'm patient as a monk. Now I keep underlining that because I gotta be transparent. Now she said they tired of imposters. So I don't want to sit up and listen to the gossip while we courting each other, and then all of a sudden we lock in. Now then I switch up on it. That means I was an imposter. So maybe we need to talk about that right up front. Right? Yeah. So I'm very patient. Very resilient. And even outside of a wife, just with people in general that I love, I'm gonna get in a foxhole with you. When you're down there, I'm not gonna be talking to you from up here. If I can't reach down and pull you out, hold on, I'm coming in. And I'm gonna jump down there with you.
Right.
So there we go. My fruit.
I love that. All right, let's double back real fast. You mentioned honeymoon. We go through our honeymoon stage and we park there. How long does it take? Give me, a time frame estimate of, after 8 months, you should be out of the honeymoon stage. Is there a length of time until you know when to get down on one knee?
I really don't like the timetable thing because every situation is subjective.
Okay, that's fair.
So it really, really bothers me, especially more so when men, and I hate it. When men sit up and tell women, if he doesn't do X, Y, Z by this time, then he doesn't really love you. Or he doesn't really, stop telling these women that because
10 years?
No, let's not stretch.
Because some men be saying 10 years and he'll know you're the woman.
I know somebody that said
I'm not going to go as far as to say 10 years. But the time take, every situation, every relationship, everything is different. So it's hard to really put a time on something, and it's hard to keep feeding women these false narratives, because now she's questioning the guy. And you don't really know their situation to the point where you can really say whether he loves her or not because it's based on time. You don't know what happened. These guys each said they were away from their wife before she became their wife. They were away from her for a period of time. So we can't really put time on things because they were away from their wife, and it took them being away from their wife
to figure it out.
To literally get the Jesus moment, in a literal sense, and go back to their wives. So I really don't like to deal with times, and I don't like to give women times.
Eric never left his wife. Hold on, Eric, you never left here? You got a Jesus moment?
He left me to go home.
I'm talking about the
You left me?
She telling the truth, yeah. I had my own spot. I used to go over her house and then like when I leave, because I was in the streets.
So how long did y'all date before y'all got married?
A year, yeah.
1 year. Wolfie, how long did you and Alicia date until you got married?
I'm very bad at time. It might have been, what was it like? About a year, 2 years, something like that? Yeah, it was about a year.
So what's yours?
About a year.
Okay, so we don't use...
But that separation can be 2 weeks, a week, it can be 40 days. It's like, but that separation allows you to reflect, like, I feel the difference from when I was with you, and you see how and when I ain't with you, you can see it and be like, oh, this is clear cut, it's a difference. So you can only do that when you separate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, if you don't give yourself that, and again, it's in the Bible, y'all, it happened many times where people had to go into the wilderness and get their own time and come back better and have a clear mind. So, so like you just said, it can be, but you can't put a time on, is it 2 weeks, a week, or something like that.
Okay.
Sometimes he's ready, but his life's not ready.
I love that. Talk about it. Give me some more.
And as a man, you have to understand that. It's a difference between you being ready and your life being ready. You may be ready, but your life is not ready to take on a wife, take on a family, because once you take on a wife, you taking on everything that comes. You can't tell her, I'm gonna take you, but you gotta check that at the door.
Because I did it was, we gonna overthink. We gonna think that you might not even want all that we want to give you, but you don't understand, I don't think I'm ready to give you what I want to give you. And you might be like, I don't even want all that. But for me, I'm like, no, I want to give you everything and I ain't ready yet, so now I'm waiting. And that's a whole miscommunication in itself, because we really want to give you everything, but we ain't in that space to give it to you and to keep going.
Yeah, write this down, y'all. His heart may be ready, but his life may not be ready. So how long should a woman hold on until she's like, you know what, I'm gonna have to come back around, because you could be blocking me from my husband, because I'm trying to make sure you good, because your potential, your resume is excellent, but you're not getting me nowhere, so okay, we're gonna have Alicia check in. All right, so
She done got on the pad.
to interject, just to interject, listen, you have to be so locked in with God that time doesn't matter. Because when you understand God and His timing, everything happens when it's supposed to. So you have to be so willing to let go of the wheel of the car, like get in the back seat of the car, and just be like, God, I'll follow you. Whatever it is that you got planned here, you got it. So, example, prior to me meeting my husband, I was engaged before. And I had everything. I had money, I had access to everything. And it was awful. And it took understanding that experience of how awful that was to know I'd rather be with somebody who has a little bit or nothing versus someone who has everything and my life be awful. And then my children's life be awful. I'd rather be rich in spirit than to be rich in physicalities.
So even hearing you say that is like, and I had told you that, but it was like you didn't really understand because I wasn't all the way vocal with letting you know what I had come from. I had shut that door and I was just like, I'm a new person, we leave that there, let's move forward. But I had already had that. You were enough. And so as long as you were okay and we were on the same page, that's all I care about. We can rebuild, we can get it, we can go together, which we do. If it ain't right, we'll be right, it ain't right, okay? We can go get it, and we'll paint these tones white, and we gonna go ahead and get this back, okay? We can do it together. I'd rather do it with you together than you already have it secured, and then I come under you, and then, like, what are we doing? No, let's build this thing together. All right, so we is
something though.
Okay.
And she made it real simple. You enough.
You're enough. Wow.
That was simple. Just telling a man those simple words.
Yeah.
Because he said it first. I gotta give my family everything. And then he said, I want to give you everything. But simply hearing a woman say, you are enough. That's it. That's just yeah. It's good to hear. Yeah.
Shout out to my kids tuned in on YouTube Live. What up, EB? What up, Tay Tay? What up, Nola? What up, Micah? What up, MJ? We still live on YouTube streaming for short. Probably get into our last question. Yeah, we're gonna do Q&A, right? Y'all want to ask questions? Oh, y'all ready? Okay. All right. Let me see real quick. Okay, we're gonna just jump into the group chat and get it popping. So I'll come around with the mic, but you guys can pass it around amongst yourselves. And listen, this mic isn't that loud, so please talk in the mic. Don't put it here. I can hear you. Don't do this. We want to hear you, okay? Stand up, say your name. Introduce yourself. You are on TV right now.
Live. Hi, my name is Dier. Y'all know me as Taylor Made CMOS. Got the best CMOS and herbal products.
What the camera?
But anyway, no. So I want to come from a place of not being married. I want to ask a question. And my question is, there's a lot of us women who waste our time dealing with a situation because we're just so used to that situation. We just don't want to leave it. We just don't want to start over. And it's just like, we just sitting in misery and waiting and wishing something would change. How do you, I'm trying to see how I can say it. Like,
How do you know?
I would just say this.
How do you know?
You can't blame nobody in this world but yourself for complacency. That's it. It ain't nothing you can ask nobody or tell nobody about how you feel. You get what I'm saying? If you feel a certain way, either you fix it, you and your man fix it together, or it ain't meant to be.
So basically, stop getting stuck and just leave.
But that's the hardest thing to do. I can't say it's that easy to do. You know what I mean? It's not like you can just pick up on a Tuesday and say, I'm leaving Ray Wednesday. It don't work like that.
Sometimes you do it, you know. Sometimes you do it.
All right, so here's one thing I don't think y'all utilize, for real. When you want to have that relationship with God, I swear when you sincerely are asking, because he reads your heart. People don't understand is the heart and what you say. What you speak out, it happens. So now when your heart is saying, listen, because you can be in a situation where it can actually be good. I know some people that might be in a situation that's comfortable, but you ain't going nowhere. But you good, I'm taken care of, you care for me, and that's cool. But you might say, well, I want more. Man, get down and ask him and say, show me a sign. And give me a sign that I know is you. I guarantee you, something gonna shake you, gonna be like, oh, now if you ready to have that answer, because he gonna give it to you. And it might be to leave. When you get that sign, now it's back on you to say, you asked for it. Now are you really to deal with what you asked for? And that is what happens is people don't want to deal with the, but he take care of me and he paying these bills and now you're scared and you're fearing because you ain't trusting in God that he don't carry you. So then you stay back with him. But but that's one of the questions you gotta really be ready to ask. Because when you sincerely ask, he gonna hear you. Oh, and he gonna answer it. And now you gotta make sure you ready to make that move after you hear that answer.
Because we all know, if we don't, when he gives us the sign to move, if you moved in, you cool. But if you don't move when you get that sign and he have to move you, sometimes it ain't the way you're going to be moving.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it ain't the way you're going to be moved. So,
you gonna sit here and ask me and you feel me? So be careful when you ask that question.
yeah. And you better be ready to pack up in the day and be ready behind because you got the call.
And that be that breaking point that if you get to that breaking point with you, but that's where you be at. You like, I don't care no what. All right, whatever you say, I'm going. Because they done put you through the ringer so much that you ready. But again, just know it. You asked for that. And understand that that's the blessing. He blessing you right now. It might not feel like it, but you getting up out of there like so you got your clarity. So he gave you what you asked for, and it don't always what you think feel good, but it's in the glory of what he needs, and it's all in his purpose. Lean out to your own understanding, and all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path.
Okay, I'm Crystal. Hey, today my birthday too. I love so much that I came out in this awful weather to talk about this on my birthday, so I'm gonna get my pajamas for real though. But my question is, this is my second go round, so I got married very young in life, okay? So obviously we grew apart, that's the term we're gonna use. So being back out on the dating scene is kind of ghetto. Okay. Y'all probably don't know, but might know. Is there? What at this point, at 47, should I mean, I done lived a lot. I'm not 22 anymore. So what are some of the things that women in this age range that are established and all of those wonderful, I mean, some of those things are obvious from the gate, but what's some of the things that we should be looking into when we meet men today?
Good question.
Because I don't have time to, I'm at the halfway point of life. So that's what's important to me now. Other than God, I got that part.
Other than God.
I don't even know other than God.
Oh no. His word gotta be his word. From the smallest thing to the biggest things. Whatever he says, he did, he has to have done it. Whatever he's saying he gonna do, he gotta do it. And whatever he's saying he doing, his feet have to be moving. If his word is not what it is on a small level, it's never gonna be what it's supposed to be on a big level. So his word gotta be his word. Watch that.
I go after you.
I'm gonna just go back to the 3 C's I was talking about. I didn't get to finish. So that care. Let's get back on that care. That care, that consistency, and the one that's the hardest for most of us, men or women, compromise. Everybody is so headstrong nowadays. They don't want to compromise. They feel like their way is the law. Care, consistency, and compromise. If he can't compromise for you, he don't have no reason in your life. If you say, hey, I don't like this, and the nigga keep doing it, he ain't him. He ain't him. He's a giver. Because I'll tell you one thing, Whoopi, she tell you, goddamn it, I don't like that, my nigga don't say it. I ain't doing it no more. Simple as that, because you love your wife. You love your lady. It has to be that care. I'm telling you, that care. You say, oh, well, it's a small word, it's the care. Yeah, I care for this, I care for that. But no, that care on the marriage level is way different. It's way different.
Also, you would have to now be open to pay attention to what's happening in your life. I say it like this. The dating pool, I told my wife this, I feel sorry, the dating pool has to be crazy right now. That pool in there, they say that, I heard somebody say it might be some married men in the pool too, but the pool is so bad, right? It's bad that I feel for you. But now you gotta understand, you're in a space that you in that pool too. And you have issues, and a man might have issues that only God can fix. So when you ask God for that man, he will start to shape that man and make that person that what they went through, they had to go through something just for you. So now he might walk right past you and it might not be all the way what you think you want. And he can be like, I've been here the whole time. I've been here. Like I don't know if because I ain't 6'5" and I ain't dunking the ball right now, but I can be the one that God can mold. But sometimes you might look over the person because it's been there the whole time and he gave it to you and that he molds that person perfectly for you. So I want you to have your awareness. The awareness that when you are looking, you don't deal with somebody, he's probably gonna see somebody that done been around the block, like you have been around the block, and y'all both, is no judgment, it's compromise, it's everything you said to build because y'all both went through enough. Those people made you better than who you were, and that made him better than who they was, and then y'all meet like that. So I'm looking at that age where we all been through something at that age.
Oh, my turn. Hey y'all, I'm Butter, that girl Butter. Yes, I own you therapy studio, your tattoo artist. Hello.
That's right.
And I made this hoodie, so y'all can
That's right.
So, just to show I've been paying attention, I've been taking notes. Okay. This is gonna be real quick though. From the beginning, mentioning the ex doesn't always mean you're not over that person. It could mean you're just not fully healed yet. I just wanted to make that comment. You could just not be fully healed. What planet do y'all come from? Because yeah, they full of crap. Tell me which planet I need to fly to because it is absolutely horrendous. I am 45.
Nah, he got to do it.
And I'm absolutely at peace with myself, so yeah. There shouldn't be a limit when it comes to talking. There shouldn't be a limit of if your mates, maybe that person isn't for you. I just don't believe in limits when it comes to finding your person. If y'all match, that energy has to match. So if there's something they can't talk to you about or you don't want to hear about it, that just means you need to just kind of be like, hey, not for me, because you should be able to do anything. There shouldn't be limits. There shouldn't be conditions. Okay.
Right.
Why do you guys go for things you're not ready for? Like, you mentioned it might not be, you might be ready, but it might not be your time. But why do y'all disturb someone's women's peace when you're not ready for that moment? And I mention this because there's been many times where there's been, and look, I'm just putting this out for the check. Like, I totally understand, but I'm just gonna put this out in the top right. I have many male friends, because I like to say, hey, there's many times where I'm asking them, like, well, so guys say they want this, this, and this. Oh, you're a great person, but oh, you are, so strong and so independent, this, and that, and then it's like, oh, you're too good to be true. So you're playing games. I know it's games, but I just want to hear from a male standpoint, why do y'all bother someone's peace? I am good. I am a godly person.
Right.
I'm fine. Don't disturb me when you're not ready for what I am.
So
once you step to me and see that I am everything that I said I was, then you get scared. And why do y'all get so intimidated with a whole person?
So you gotta, okay, so now the question is, you have to also now fall back, because this is on us, but you have to understand that the flesh is weak, and the flesh is what it is. So if a person, most men don't have control over their flesh. The flesh don't stop, okay? Someone can walk by, and if a girl is good, a girl is good. We ain't about to, if y'all see a fella that look good, we ain't about to sugarcoat it like, I don't see him, because no. Your flesh is weak, and a lot of men don't have control over their flesh. So when they see you buns. I see buns. Listen, just and now follow me at a space because it's season. So now I'm giving you why they might do that, and then when they see, oh, I done bit off too much, she kinda, or it's perfect example. I ain't losing that. I'm not losing that. Or it's, yeah, a lot of people will, but that comes back on us because a lot of men are moved by the flesh. A lot of men are moved by the flesh. A lot of women move by the flesh. Humans are moved by the flesh. Again, that's in the Bible, what the flesh is. But, I'm just telling you, it's all in there. But, so now on that question, you have to have the discernment of who are you accepting to come to you, because you have to be aware, I know what you want. I mean, you know this. So you know this. So you let it happen because you like, oh, I know I can change. And then you get hurt. It was the flesh, and then you get hurt, and then you know it. You answer your question.
It's not always that he's scared. Sometimes he peeled back a layer that he just knew wasn't fit for him. Sometimes you're not intentionally disturbing somebody, but we've been talking about going beyond surface level and peeling back layers. So when I initially approached you, we hadn't peeled back those layers yet. We were still on surface level. But once we start peeling back those layers, sometimes you understand that, yeah, this is not it. So sometimes it's not guys intentionally trying to, and I hear that a lot. Why am I coming over here? I'm at peace, but yeah, I'm coming. It's like you said, I see what's over there. I'm definitely coming over there to see what's over there. And you definitely,
don't let them in. Don't ever think don't ever think the intention is like, no, ooh, I see her and I'm about to make her go crazy.
And don't think we coming. Look at y'all. Look at how y'all look. How y'all sit up there looking the way y'all look, speaking the way y'all speak, exuding what y'all exuding, and not think that we not coming. We don't have disturbance on our mind when we on our way there, but we got more like it.
And then to go over that, it's back in the Bible again. Okay, look. Because just story-wise, it was Adam and Eve. Adam is with God. Esau even said, I want that. So we are attracted to you. This is how God made it. He made us to be attracted to you. You are our weakness. It shows it again. I don't want to keep being repetitive, but the truth is the truth. He showed you in every story. There's so much stuff that can be avoided if y'all just read the Bible. I swear, man. But that's your answer right there. We are attracted to women. That's how God made that's how he wired us, to be with a woman. So we don't, if you look good, we don't come like you just said. And if you open that door, I don't know.
Next question.
All right, y'all. First, I want to give honor to God. I want to thank God for you amazing men. Okay? You amazing husbands that preach the word, that preach our word. The second I want to say is, all of us women is the daughter of a king, okay? We all have scars. We all have unhealed scars. All you men have unhealed scars. Even you that's not even married yet have unhealed scars that we have to be healed before we continue to love somebody properly. So I feel that, yes, you have a lot of women in your life, a lot of sisters in your life, but is it possible that you have unhealed scars that you're not able to open to another woman and heal and see her scars, her pain, and gossip, and just be like, you know what, we can't mess with that hoe, okay? Because she ain't covered by God, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you gotta be able to open and joke with her, but be like, okay, I'm listening to you, but remember, we covered by this man upstairs, so we gotta pray over it and make sure that God not coming into what we allowing the enemy to let us hear. We gotta pray over her also. So I feel like, it's ways giving. And also, to all you amazing men, is this some advice you give to other men? Because Cleveland is small, okay?
And everybody knows some of everybody. But somebody might know this person when she wasn't healed. But then another person know her when she is healed. You understand me? So is there a way that, you know, that man that knows her as she healed, he's not gonna let that other man stop him from loving her? Because this society is messed up, okay? You had it when you be like, oh, I know Claim It, or I know so and so, I know Micah Dixon, and she ain't, you know what I'm trying to say? But I know her now that she's a strong woman of God, and she is healed. And I just want to love her properly like God allowed us to love her. You know what I'm trying to come from? Like, these men
give me
don't know forgiveness.
Give us the question real quick so you can break it down.
You get what I'm saying?
No, but I hear what you're saying. See, really what it is that just because just because you had that experience, that's not going to be the experience. You see what I mean? And that's really what it is. Some people just, they go off somebody else. You can't listen to what everybody else talk about. Okay. And I go back to being messy. We ain't going to be messy. We going to listen to who we want to be. You see what I mean? Like,
it's a different version. But as a man, you supposed to.
They was playing mad 24, we played 25.
As a man, you supposed to clip that right out the gate. Another man coming to you trying to talk to you about a woman, that's not even supposed to. That don't happen. Yeah, it's going to happen, but you don't know what his motives are. Sometimes he may be trying to knock you off her scent so he can move in. So what I'm saying is, first and foremost, you're supposed to clip that right off top. We not even about to talk about her.
It is, for sure. I mean, y'all know I'm gonna say that. But it's like this, all right, also it's like an organ and a piano is two different things. So someone can play the piano a different way, and you be like, okay, but that person that played the organ plays, like, they might play you different than how they make you respond to them than that other person. So sometimes, like Steph just said, that person that you thought was how can I even say this? I'm trying to figure out the question you asked, but I get what you were saying. That man might not be compatible with you with somebody else. So you can't paint that brush on him with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't, but I don't even know what the question actually was, to be honest.
So what she's saying, what was the question? Give me the question. Question/statement. It was a statement. And a question, right? A statement. So the statement is this. The statement is this. Your boy John trying to talk to you about me, but he met me when I was still full of trauma, when I was still in the process of healing, when I was that 17-year-old or 27-year-old girl that was dealing with what I was dealing with. Now you meeting me, I'm not her no more. I've been not her. That's why I said as a man, you supposed to clip that conversation whenever whoever he is come to you as a man, you supposed to clip that conversation. It's not even supposed to make it off the ground. Because you're going to bend and blue something that's perfect for you, listening to somebody that don't even know her. He knew her when she was boo-boo from up the block.
And if that's the way that he's trying to figure out who you are and he don't understand that people grow, you shouldn't even be talking to him anyway. He ain't mature enough to know that I ain't the same person I was. Like, no, I didn't know that was it. Yeah, you shouldn't even be talking, both boys. You shouldn't be talking to him if he ain't up here to understand people can change.
Although I don't feel like God now, but I was saying for other people, you know, we were small world and men like to see flesh, like y'all said earlier. They love to see flesh, they love to see it and with somebody weakness. They love to see it and see that same person from
Okay, got you. They trying to figure. I don't know if they're trying to see it from the future. I think that when them questions happen, they want to know what that thing hit like and can I get in there. It ain't usually about, was she good? Because I just want to know if I can settle down. Well, I ain't never, that ain't really, is that realistic? Am I tripping? You think that happens? They be wanting to know, they be trying to hit too. I'm
gonna be honest. If I really want to know, like, do I want to, if I'm gonna talk to somebody, I'm gonna talk to one of her homegirls, her cousin, my cousin-in-law, another lady, I'm not gonna ask a guy that used to deal with her I'm not gonna, that's not gonna be my source.
One more thing, listen. And one thing we don't do is pay attention to the fruits. Stop asking everybody and look at what he does. Forget what he says. Oh, you can spot the fruit immediately. Oh, nah, that ain't it. And then you cut it quick. It's the fruit. Forget, you shouldn't have to ask nobody. That's the problem. People be listening to people do too much talking, but what do your life look like? Honestly, the only reason I'm up here, because I didn't even know I was supposed to be here, is because I know that God has a hand in my marriage. I love my marriage. If I didn't love my marriage, I'm not about to talk to you and lie to you about it. So it's the fruits. If you see the fruits, then you don't gotta ask nobody nothing. My fault.
What up, though?
My boy.
CJ, hashtag dope photography. To the kings on the panel, explain how important it is to self-heal, or basically to heal yourself before you engage on messing with somebody else, and the fact that it's important it's okay to say no. If you're not where you want to be within yourself, it's okay to say no to that woman.
Yeah, for me, I'm all for it. For me, I don't think, so I'm gonna say, it's in the same thing of how you feel. When people say self-heal, I don't think I can do anything to fix myself. I only think God can, but I know what you mean. It still means isolation to yourself, however you feel. That's just my thought process of it, but you gotta have time to yourself. You got to, in any situation, to remove yourself and isolate, which would be self-healing. And you gotta reflect, because a lot of the things that we go through, it be in ourselves, it be us. It don't be them, it's us. It's how we think people view us. It's what we have problems letting go. And that's the time that you have to self-heal or reflect on what can I do to be, for me, walk better with Christ. But at the same time, for anyone that don't believe in that, how can I be a better myself? And if you don't give yourself that, then you have to have time to self-heal.
All you see your name is show.
Yeah, for me, self-healing is very important. When I met my wife, because of my past and how I was living, I decided that we both needed to do some type of counseling because I lived a toxic life. And knowing that I lived a toxic life, I ain't wanted to spill out over into her. And when we got to talking, I found out that she had a toxic life also. So that's very, very important.
I think I might be wrong, but I kind of think what he meant when he said self-healing is doing the work. Like, it's important that we do the work. It's important that we unpack. But before we get to that point, before we get to that, first of all, before we get to that point, we have to realize and admit that we have some things to unpack. Then as men, we have to be willing to be vulnerable. And that vulnerability piece is so huge, because sometimes we can be afraid to be vulnerable because of, like what you said, you're worried about how people look at you, you're worried about how people view you. You've had instances where you were vulnerable and you were let down, ridiculed. You had those moments, and then somebody who you thought you were close to came back and threw those moments up in your face. So it's kind of tough, but it's definitely important to unpack those things so you won't, like you said, be bringing that luggage and pushing that luggage over on somebody else.
I ain't got nothing.
Last question.
All right. So, love Ashanti, love Nelly, love the fact that they rekindled their relationship. So now everybody wants to spin the block and come back around. So how does a woman know that they've really changed for the better so we can see if this is really love again?
Sometimes it's not a change though. Sometimes that person just wasn't the one for you at that time. She can be the same exact person, But she wasn't the person for you 5 years ago. You get what I'm saying? She gonna be the same exact. So I don't think that person has to change when we're ready. You get what I'm saying? I feel like when you're ready and you know. Baby girl wasn't the same baby girl 5 years ago. Or you wasn't the same big daddy 5 years ago. However you want to play it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it don't take long to know. Sometimes a person is not even going that long and you might just decide to simply go out on a date with them. And 7 minutes into y'all being in the car and go through your head, now I remember why I stopped talking to you in the first place. Y'all ain't barely made it off the street and something was done, something was said, and instantly you be like, God damn it. Now I remember.
Also, I think is a viewpoint, because now it's about how you look at situations. So, all right, have you ever been like, okay, Thanksgiving, I love stuffing. I love dressing or stuffing. That's just one thing I like. Dressing. I get that stuff. Okay, well listen. Dressing. I just like it. If it's a good dressing, I like it. That's just one of my go-tos. But listen, anything that's a good meal, right? When you know it's a good meal, you don't want that cook to be too early. You like, mama, let that bake a little bit. But now you don't know what thinks about that way of perspective to say, it ain't ready yet. But I know when it's ready, it's gonna be good. But some people be like, I want to get in there and dip that spoon in, and it still ain't even all the way baked. You taste it, and then you mad when you know it ain't even ready yet. But where is that excitement when you be like, ooh, mama cooking, and I'm gonna wait. What we got, mama? Another hour? All right, I'm waiting. Because you want it to be right. And I think in the process, not even just marriage, in even waiting for your time or your blessing, people want it so microwavable that don't nobody want to wait for nothing and be happy about the process of waiting. They endure that. It's like, oh no, I'm waiting for this because I know when this comes, this about to be so good. So when you have that mindset, it makes that walk a little bit better because you're excited for it to come, as opposed to, man, this ain't never gonna come. I ain't gonna never get it.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting for what you cooking, Daddy, because I know you the best chef. You gonna cook it up for me, and I'm gonna wait. So I think it's about how you look at things too.
We can wrap this up, and if you guys want to ask questions, wait, hold on.
He moving. What you want to do?
I'm just trying to move. Can I tell my story?
Oh, okay, we know. Sorry.
Okay.
This is Micah's Groupchat.
All right, that's right. Give me my big mic. Y'all and Pip. And my husband watching right now anyway, so leave his wife alone. Alright, so what I do want to say, Micah's Groupchat also, I'm all about mindsets. I'm all about how we think and all about what we speak out of our mouth. If you ever catch me on the radio, I do my affirmation because words do carry power. With that being said, I was at a place in my life where I hit solitude and where I'm raising 5 children, mother passed away, where I did give a God, I did fast, I did read the Bible, I do have a prayer journal I still use, and I did ask God for things, and yes, Whoopi, He delivers. With that being said, the man I'm with now will be married next year. I wrote about him in my journal, and he prayed for a wife, and he didn't know me personally. I never met him in person. He dreamed about me. He had a dream, and he's not a dreamer. So when he had the dream, he found some sense of courage to text anybody he knew in Cleveland, because he does not live here. Like, can you please find Micah because she was in my dream, and this is crazy, but she was my wife, and I could talk to her. Which when a friend came to me and said, my friend like you, I was like, I'm cool because I was dating God. I had imposters come to my front door, had a great story. They love God, had a great testimony. But at some point, we never meshed. It was always this conflict that was like, it's just not something about him just doing this with me. And I'm trying to mesh with you because I want it, but it just kept doing this. When I finally stopped knucking and bucking with these imposters, and I said, Lord, if that man don't love me how you love me, then I don't want it. I didn't care if I had to be single. And I'm raising 5 kids.
I did not care if I had to go hustle, make my money, but I wasn't gonna settle for a man treating me like anything, and I'm everything. I did go through my story of having to heal and become whole, and still going through my healing. My mother passed away just last year. But God sent me my husband because I was obedient, because I was faithful to him first, because I wanted him first, because I love him. Because I love him. And the man that I'm with loves him. So when he mentioned the triangle, I already knew that. Because that was, wait a second.
No, listen, real quick. Because y'all might not have met Micah. When she keeps saying 5 kids, I just want you to know she hasn't personally had 5 kids.
No.
I want you to think that she done messed up 5 times. But they might not know that. Because you are raising 5, but they might think you popped out 5. You done missed 5 times and you only 6 times. Because God don't miss. I just had to get that out there. Okay.
All right. So, I have 3 adopted children, my niece and my nephews, and my 2 sons.
We got new options.
Okay, hi.
We got new options.
Yes.
This about to be the biggest thing ever. What are we talking about?
Okay. Anyway, with that being said, I was the woman who thought I would never have a man that could love me down and love me right, speak to me softly when I did not understand myself or understand him. And yes, we have our disagreements, but we both come to God about it, because there are times where I'm going through something and he go pick it up, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. So I'll go away and I'll pray. He'll go away and he'll pray. And then we talk about it, I'm like, this feels so much better. But I was the woman who's a fight men. I'm small, but I got fists. I can throw. I used to fight men. I done been through everything you could imagine. So when I tell you, you spoke about the new you, I got washed. Yes, Micah Dixon wasn't it popping in. I'm not all that. But I'm washed, so I can't do it. Okay? I'm classy now, period. And I'm saved and delivered. So I didn't let him in. You hear me? I didn't let him in. But when I get this though, he can have whatever he likes. Period. Alright, so anyway, my point to you is please don't be down on yourself. You do have to spend time with the Most High. You do have to work on you as a woman. You don't have to accept the less and settle because, man, nah. You don't gotta hear his story and keep doing that same cycle on the same level year after year. I done did time where I got pregnant and had to stay with this man, but I wanted it to work because he had potential. It never got there. I did it again. It never got there. So when I learned my lesson, it's like, what am I doing wrong? Let me just be with you and see what you got for me. And when he sent it, I got intimidated and I tried to run the other way. And I was like, no, this can't be him. And it was, because that man prays for me and for our children and for my father. And he covers us. He wants to do it. I don't have to ask him to take care of me. He wants to. I don't have to ask him, help me with this. He wants to do it. Do you hear me? You don't gotta settle. I'm a living witness. This is my life I live now. I live a soft life. I don't open doors. I don't step in rain, get my feet wet. My hair re-pops. Well, these press-ons though, so my nails look like. I travel the world, like, come on. God will do it. He will deliver. Okay. With that being said, listen. Okay, for those who are tuning in online, Micah's Groupchat, welcome once again. My team live stream is like, look, Micah, we're trying to get up out of here. But the next one goes down December 20th, 2024. So you'll get the details this week about it. It's going to be about everything hair, including hair loss, hair thinning. Also, men can't grow their beards and why. So we'll dive into the hair relationship and hair journey next month. Yeah, we're going to put you on the panel again, same story. All right, after Alicia, we are up out of here. I still have, no, they're done. The drinks are gone. They got the sour tipping. I still have food in the back, salads, hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, eat up. The King Lou. Alicia.
All right, so listen, y'all, real quick. There's a couple things I want to say, and I'm going to address this panel. Number one, can I take the seat? All right, so real quick, y'all, listen. Number one, when you have a woman, that is your woman, that is your wife, this is your partner forever. It is very important that you can listen to what she wants to vent about, because when you guys are together and y'all come in contact with the people she needs to tell you about, she's not just venting to you, she's giving you a heads up. She's letting you know, hey,
this is what's going on right now. This is what this person is doing. And what this person is doing, this is what it's doing to me. So when we come in contact with this person, I need you to know if I switch up, this is why. Because this person is bringing this out of me. So it's real important for you to be able to listen to that and to hear that. Now, whether it's what you want to hear or not depends upon if she is the type of woman you should be messing with in the first place. Number 2, when it comes to what you are doing in your relationship, when it comes to how you are operating, you gotta make sure everything runs through him. You gotta make sure of that. You gotta make sure everything runs through him, no matter what. Like my husband said, if he's reaching for him and I'm reaching for him, guess what? We both reaching for the same goal. We're gonna get there, and we're gonna both be like, high five, we made it. We doing this. This is how we about to go down. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Not what she talking about, what he talking about, they talking about, nothing else matters. It's how we get there and how we operate on one accord. I'm gonna vent to you because I need you to know this person is making me feel a certain type of way. This person is bringing this type of energy into my life. This person is switching how I see and I'm looking at things. And if you see me changing or switching up, just know it's because this person's influence is changing how I look at things. And I need you to let me know if I'm tripping or if they're tripping. I need you to let me know if I'm right or if they're wrong. And if I need to cut this person off or if I need to stay on target. Second, at the end of the day, baby, God will always send you a counterfeit. There's always going to be a counterfeit that comes around, whether it's a friend or it's a mate. You got to know, this person is the counterfeit and they do not fit what I'm trying to give to you. You pass it through this counterfeit, you're going to get your blessing. Let's wrap it up as a group chat. Let's go, Micah Dixon!
Until next time, listen, follow us online at Dixon at Micahs Groupchat. Wait! That's Calvin, that's Eric, that's Mike, and that's Whoopi. I'm Micah Dixon, and we are out.